Today, I am going to talk about something that needs to be said here. So, TeenNick. The channel that is known for airing sitcoms. Most notably, sitcoms that aired on Nickelodeon. Like Zoe 101, or Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious. All of those sitcoms, and even shows that are teen aimed. Well, in its current state, TeenNick is not doing so good, and it might get worse in the later weeks. And it is very tedious to look at that lineup, which has way too much Henry Danger. And yes, there's some AFV in it, but with that said, there is a lot of Henry Danger, and you thought the Labor Day one was bad. Well, the Labor Day week schedule of TeenNick was very bad. Like, it aired nothing but Henry Danger. But in the later weeks, they are taking away those simulcasts as they might be put on hiatus. But with this and AFV, it is going way too much. Compared to the Nicktoons schedule, which is a lot of Loud House and SpongeBob and a little bit of Alvin and the Chipmunks, this is just not a good schedule. And I get it. Cable is not doing so good. But then again, streaming is not doing so good on its big weakness as well. I don't know why they had to get rid of Nick Rewind. Probably because they wanted to focus more on Paramount Plus, which they advertised on Nick Rewind's last legs. And after removing many of those shows, they aired just Rugrats and iCarly until the final day. They did air Hey Arnold one day, but that was about it before they decided to axe the block, which is not a good idea, and it honestly should have been its own separate channel on Pluto TV, or, well, something like replacing Nick at Night, because Nick at Night is airing way too much Friends. Look, I get it. Higher tier cable networks are not doing so good, probably in the brink of streaming, but you can still have some variety if you can try, if you can manage to do so to make a good lineup. Apparently, the only networks I know that do this, I guess, are the preschool targeted networks. Like Nick Jr., Disney Jr., and I guess PBS Kids. It's a bit of a shame that TeenNick is going, a bit much on their airings of Henry Danger. Even though that, they're airing Henry Danger for a week, which the show itself doesn't have that much episodes. It has around 100, I guess 100 episodes, 100 and something episodes. But other than that, it just seems a bit iffy to see TeenNick like this. And the channel itself might shut down in a year or two if they keep this up, ending up as the Henry Danger and AFV network. As the channel and as both TeenNick and Nicktoons just don't have the guts to have that much variety anymore. And honestly, they should have never got rid of Nick Rewind, even though Nick Rewind's final days were a bit on the mixed bag. And I am not sure what will happen on the network. Maybe it might get some variety back, maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio, signing off. Peace. Maybe one day, there might be something to change with the network, but I fear that it might turn things for the worst.